Welcome back everyone to Mrs. B's Book Club. Today I've got a brand new story. It got delivered to me the other week and I've been itching to read it because it really looks magical. I don't know what the story is going to be about, but if we have a look at the title, maybe there'll be a clue. So this story is called Grandad's Island, and I can see a picture of a man that I think might be Grandad and a little boy. Do you know what an island is? Shall we find out? Shall we find out what Grandad's Island's like? This story is by Benji Davies. At the bottom of Sid's garden, through the gate and past the tree, was Grandad's house. There was a key under a flower pot and Sid could let himself in any time that he liked. One day, Sid called round to see Grandad, but he wasn't in any of the usual places. Then, just as he was about to leave, Sid heard Grandad calling. "Oh, there you are," said Grandad. "There's something I want you to see." Sid carefully climbed up the ladder. He had never been in Grandad's attic before. It was full of old boxes and things that Grandad had collected from around the world. At the far end of the attic, Grandad pulled a sheet down from the wall to reveal a big metal door. "After you, Sid," he said. Sid turned the handle, clunk, and he gave the heavy door a push. Sid found himself standing on the deck of a very tall ship. There was an ocean of rooftops all around. Grandad pulled a handle. Went the horn and the ship lurched forward. "Steady as she goes," Grandad boomed. Grandad was very good at steering the ship and kept them on a smooth course across the rolling waves. Mile after mile, all they saw was sea and sky, sky and sea, until at last something appeared on the horizon. "Land ahoy!" shouted Sid. They dropped the ship's anchor and they made their way to the shore. "Grandad, don't you want your stick?" Sid asked. "No, I think I'll be all right," said Grandad. In the thick jungle of the island, it was very hot. "We must find a good spot for a shelter," said Grandad. At the top of the island, where a cool breeze blew through the trees, they found an old shack. There was a lot to do, but with a little help, they soon had everything ship-shape. They explored the island high and low. At every turn, they saw new wonders. It was the most perfect place. Sid wished they could stay forever, but he knew that it would soon be time for them to leave. "Sid, there's something I've been meaning to tell you," said Grandad. "You see, I'm thinking of staying." "Oh," said Sid, "but won't you be lonely?" No, I don't think I will," said Grandad, smiling. Before he set sail, Sid hugged Grandad one last time. He would miss him very much. Everyone came to wave goodbye. Across the waves, the ship chugged and churned. The journey seemed much longer without Grandad, but Sid steered the ship safely home. The next next morning, Sid went back round to Grandad's house. It was just the same as it always had been, except Grandad wasn't there anymore. In the attic, it was very quiet. The big metal door wasn't there. It was as if it had never been there at all. Then Sid heard something tapping at the window. He wondered what it might be. There on the window ledge was an envelope. Sid carefully prized it open. The end. Wow, what a magical story. Do you know what I loved most about that book? I loved the pictures, so colourful and detailed. I hope you enjoyed those too, they're fantastic. Right, time for 3 questions about Grandad's Island. I hope you was taking it all in and you're ready to answer them. Let's go. Okay, question number 1. How did Sid get into Grandad's house? Where did Grandad hide his key? So Sid could let himself into Grandad's house whenever he wanted with the key, but where did he keep that key? Did you remember? He kept it under the flower pot in the garden. And then Sid would look under the flower pot, get the key and open the door and let himself in. Handy to be able to nip round to Grandma and Grandad's when you want. Okay, question number 2. What did Grandad and Sid do for shelter? Can you remember the answer to that question? How did they find shelter? It looked really fun what they did actually. Let's see. So they found an old shack and they turned the old shack into a sort of house where Grandad would be able to stay. No wonder Grandad wants to stay there. It looks so much fun and all the animals look so helpful. We've even got an orangutan bringing cups of tea. Fancy that? And question number 3. At the end, Sid was delivered an envelope by a toucan. But where did the envelope come from? Who had wrote the letter? I liked this happy ending. So the toucan brought him the envelope, and when Sid prized it open, it looks like the letter is from Grandad. And he's having a great time on the island with the orangutans and the parrots and the turtles. So at least Sid knows now that Grandad is safe and happy. What a great happy ending. Okay, boys and girls, I really hope you enjoyed Grandad's Island. I know that I did, and I will see you in a couple of days for a new story. Bye!